What's up, everyone? It's your boy, Dave.
Yeah, boy!
And with me, as always, is my hype man, Shane.
Hey, what's up? I'm Shane.
That's Shane. And we have us, the quiet man, Russell.
Yo, 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 yo.
I don't like that. We got to think of a new name for Russell now.
Yeah.
Cool, I'd like that.
Doesn't want to be the quiet man.
This is the DQP Does Hostful.
Yes.
I got it right the second time. Where we bring you movie news, entertainment news,
Nudes.
nudes.
No nudes.
Only if you request them.
Trailer talk.
Trailer talk. We talk about trailers.
Yeah, we watched a bunch of DC trailers.
We did watch a bunch of DC.
Yeah.
Okay, but before we talk about the DC stuff,
Uh-huh.
did you guys see the new Bebop trailer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck? I'm so excited. So the teaser and the photos came out, and I was like, okay, it looks kind of poppy. I could be into that. Bebop's got like the anime series, which some people on the internet might disagree, has a certain pop art feel to it.
Who disagrees with that?
Fucking people, man. So
Okay.
like
People
Whatever.
disagree for everything.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
like
Especially
I don't
on the internet.
I understand the worry and like being like, well, it's an anime adaptation and like, okay, we haven't had a lot of great anime adaptations. Dragon
true.
Ball Z Evolution. A lot of people didn't like the Death Note adaptation, which I didn't particularly like the Death Note adaptation, but I do think it is one of the better adaptations thus far.
I haven't watched either Death Note thing.
Oh, the Death Note anime I love.
Yeah, the show or the adaptation. I actually don't know that I've watched any anime adaptations off the top of my head. I probably have, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't watch that much anime.
Same.
Yeah. I don't watch a lot of anime. I tend to fall back.
But here we are talking about it.
Tend to fall back to the 2005 Toonami lineup. Of
Yeah,
Trigun, Bebop.
right.
Well, not Toonami. It was Adult Swim at that point, but Outlaw Star was on Toonami at one point, and then it got moved because it's a little gratuitous for children.
Yeah, I mean, like, I love Trigun. What I've seen of Bebop, because I haven't watched all of it, I know, I'm sorry, was really good. Berserk.
This is breaking news that I'm learning.
You didn't know that
just
I
now.
hadn't watched all
No,
of
I didn't realize
Bebop?
you hadn't watched
Yeah.
all of
Wow.
Bebop.
I watched all of Bebop, and I'm not an anime guy.
Good for you,
Well,
Dave.
I would like to
Sorry.
rewatch
Just wanted to say my things.
Yeah.
the anime series
Okay.
before the live action series comes out. If you would like to watch that with
Dude,
me.
I ain't got time for that. You realize how busy I am the next, 3 weeks?
I know.
Same.
We'll get it all in before
And I gotta,
the day before the live action comes out.
play some Call of Duty, too, because the fucking event ends on Halloween, and it's, the best thing that I've ever played on this game.
Yeah, I need to play that this weekend. I've been neglecting my COD.
Friday night?
I don't have internet, or I would play with you guys.
Hopefully.
Sunday? Otherwise,
sometime
I'm
this
fucked.
weekend. So this trailer.
Yeah.
How did this trailer make you guys feel?
You guys talk about it for a second, because I feel like I'm going to make you mad.
Okay. Dave, how did this trailer make you feel?
Jazzed. That'd be a good word, right? Jazzed.
I'll accept it.
It looks very, very stylized and very anime, and it looks like it's gonna fit perfect in the Cowboy Bebop. It looks so good.
Yeah. Well, I love that they're playing with the bars of the scenes, like basically like the comic strip manga bars in the trailer.
Yeah.
I do hope that they're not doing it in the show.
Same. Yeah.
Like, because it's gonna get old. But
Yeah.
for the for the trailer, I just like the trailer is called Lost Sessions, so like the trailer has a name, or
Yeah.
it's the name of the series. I don't think, but there's some speculation on the internet that I've seen. So for me, I thought the trailer was a very all-encompassing like idea of what the show is, which actually gives me a lot more hope for the show because they like hit a lot of bullet points and feel to the show in the trailer. So if they did that for the trailer, then my hope is that because like you can change it, right? Like you can take an adaptation, you can make it a little different than its thing, and they've already said they're not adapting each episode directly, but they're adapting the overarcs.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what some people want is they want it to fill in the in-between space, because there's a lot of in-between spaces in Bebop that aren't covered, like the
Time skips and stuff.
Yeah, time skips, and like it's just like the way the anime is written is very not anthological.
Anthological.
That's
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
that that's a word, but
a lot of words we
can
threw out
be.
there.
It's yeah, it's not
know
an
what you mean.
anthology, but it like it's a lot of episodes like kind of stand alone and don't have to do with the overarch, which is it's weird that it's my favorite anime because I love a continuously telling story, but my favorite things about Bebop are the tone and like the characters themselves and like just some of the everyday life stuff that they have to deal with. It's like why the first 2 seasons of Shameless are the best 2 seasons, because it's
Fair.
It's them trying to get by and get money and survive, and all of Bebop is like that. It's when fucking the first episode is Jet tells Spike that they're having beef and noodles, and Spike's eating the beef and noodles, and he's like, "Thought you said we were having beef and noodles. Where's the beef?" Like, because they can't. And Jet's like, "We can't afford meat until you catch somebody." Like,
yeah.
So it's just them. Like I love the anime series so much, and I've been so worried about the show. But another thing that I seen is like people are already upset from this trailer about John Cho's portrayal of Spike, and I don't get it because like in this trailer he seems so much like fucking Spike to me.
Yeah.
That I'm so excited because he's just aloof and kind of not really paying attention, but always paying attention.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. And then like the pop art stylized trailer of it is just like I don't know, man. I'm so fucking stoked.
I am too.
Like I don't want to be disappointed. I'm prepared to be disappointed. But at the same time, I'm like managing this very hard erection for this show.
I could see it.
You better temper your excitement, because if the acting is as bad in the show as it is in this trailer, it's going to be one of the worst shows on fucking Netflix.
See, I'm not mad, but I do disagree with you.
Dude, all they were doing was like reading off a fucking sheet of paper the catchphrases from the show. Like if this was shot purely for the trailer and none of this is footage from the show, then that's fantastic, because this was shit. Like, I like how it looks, and I like how they look as the characters, but like the way they're talking is like pulling somebody off the street and telling you, okay, act bad, say this line. Spike, you numbskulls.
I mean,
That's not him. Like, it's so fucking shit and deadpan. Like,
I think the acting is there to match the tone of the trailer.
shit and deadpan.
No, you fuck.
Like, I'm sorry. I like how, like I said, I like how the trailer looks. I like how they look as the characters. I like the like style, but like they were killing me. Just like kind of yelling their lines at each other.
Yeah,
And the last bit,
there's good.
the last bit where they're all in the same room and they're just kind of talking about like how they shot the guy.
Yeah.
that was better.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that's like more in the realm of what the show is like.
I think it will be. I think the choreography I thought looked interesting in the trailer, because
Some of that kind of looked off to me too.
I wasn't expecting. Well, so what I was expecting versus what we might get is kind of where I'm at with it. So like I wasn't expecting, because the show is pretty action packed. There's a lot of lot of smooth choreography in the anime that like looks really good, and like Spike has a very particular fighting style, and there's a whole episode where they talk about it and kind of explain why he fights the way he does and stuff, and it's really good. And so I'm hoping we get that. I'm hoping the choreography is at least on par with the trailer, even though it doesn't look that great in the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's at least that level or higher.
Right. So there's a thing, like there's a difference between the way action looks in anime and the way action looks in movies.
Yeah.
Because, you have unless you're spending a shitload of money on CG, you have the limitation of your actors or your stuntmen, right? Like reality.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do like wire work and stuff, but, you still have to figure out how to shoot it, and you have to have the people in the budget to do the stunts, right?
Yeah.
So usually you get something more like the Bourne movies, or at the best in TV you get stuff like Daredevil, which I mean there was nothing wrong with that, but it was not anime style.
No.
Right?
No.
Which they have some anime style shit going on here. Like the part where he's hitting all the dudes in the face with the bow.
Yeah.
And that was kind of one of the ones where it was like, it's moving too slow. It looks like they're just like somebody did this on their TikTok. Like,
right.
That kind of shit where it's like, we're trying to go for a particular style, but maybe we don't have the choreographer or the budget to do so, and it make it look legit.
Yeah.
Because you can make that look stylized and realistic at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Because we've seen it. We've seen Shang-Chi. Which, I mean, again, when we were watching Shang-Chi, I was like, some of this is going to ruin everything else for me. Because, like,
I remember that movie.
We got, like, dragons and, like, real kung fu fighting in a fucking Marvel movie and, like, a CGI budget.
Pretty much everyone was kung fu fighting.
Yeah. And, so, like, I'm not comparing... I am comparing this to that movie, unfortunately, for this show, which is not fair.
Yeah,
and I understand that. But like, that's not the big thing that I took away from this trailer. The big thing I took away from this trailer was just like fucking garbage yelling your lines at each other. But I'm hoping that's just the trailer.
Yeah. See, I like the characterizations. I do agree that some of the acting is off in the trailer.
Yeah.
But I think it feels off because I'm hoping that this trailer was shot specifically.
Right. Yeah. To be a sneak peek trailer that has nothing to do with what's actually in the show.
But my favorite part of the trailer is the end, where they're sitting there.
Yeah.
And they're just talking.
But I feel like of the episodes that I watched of that show, that was a lot of what the show was them just like bickering. I mean, there was the action stuff, but it was also like part of the slice of life that you get in anime, but it wasn't the stupid shit that I hate where it's just like, he's in high school and can't get with his crush. And these other girls are into him and he's running away from them the whole time. And turns out they're all vampires or
Damn
something.
it, I was going to say that.
You're like, what the fuck? This show is terrible. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like those kind of anime, I'm not. It's got a name. Billy, email us. Tell us what the name is. Tell me how wrong I am, and give us 10 examples of that anime because I know you watch it.
Hentai.
Not that.
Oh, that's a different one. That's a different
well,
one.
I mean, I imagine there's a bunch of hentai that's like that, but no, not that.
Yeah, it's real life adult stuff that they like bicker about.
Right.
Like, where's the food coming from? Where's the fuel coming from?
Right.
Like, Did you eat all of the food that we had for the next 2 weeks planned out in 2 days, Spike?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Like, oh, we'll catch somebody. But will we? Like,
Yeah.
we haven't had a bounty in 6 months.
Right.
Like, it... I don't know. I'm super pumped. I've wanted this for so long. And there are a few things. So for me specifically, this is like when they announced the Iron Man movie. And I went and watched the Iron Man movie. I was excited because I got another comic book movie. But
Yeah.
it was really good. It was better than most of the comic book movies coming out.
Right.
And then the end happens.
Yeah.
And you hear Sam Jackson as Nick Fury mention the Avengers. And I fanboyed so fucking hard at the end of that. This is that feeling. Like, seeing this trailer, seeing this show, like, this is that feeling for me. This is something that I've wanted for so long, and I've never, ever been able... I love fan casting. It's one of my favorite things to do. Like, I want this person to play this person. I love doing it. And I've never, ever been able to, like, envision someone playing Spike. And so for John Cho to just... Even if he only shows up 7/10 of the character, like...
Yeah.
I'm gonna be pumped. Like, and I'm like, it's probably gonna be a fanboy thing. Like, Shane and I are gonna end up watching it together, and he's gonna be like, this is fucking terrible. And I'm gonna be like, no, dude, I'm fucking stoked. This is amazing. And then I'm gonna watch it 2 years from now and be like, why was I so excited?
On the other hand,
I'll watch it with you, Russell.
I just rewatched all the Avengers, all the Marvel movies, and you said the shit about Iron Man, and it made me want to go in the basement and start watching them again. Like, I literally finished the last movie like 2 weeks ago. I can't stop watching those movies.
Yeah. But speaking of comic book movies,
Yeah, DC.
Whole bunch of DC stuff.
So we watched some stuff from the Fandom. Is that what that was called? DC something.
sure.
I think it's Fandom.
Yeah, I think it was Fandom. They had some kind of like online event to show their wares. And we're going to talk about two of them, like super early sneak peeks of two movies that are still in production. First one's Black Adam. They had a whole bit about it, which I didn't watch all of that. But you've got like Pierce Brosnan playing Dr. Fate. I can't remember the dude's...
Excited.
Yeah, I can't remember the dude's name that's playing Hawkman. He was in Supernatural.
I'm just happy Hawkman's in it.
He was the one that
Me
kills
too.
Sam for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In Supernatural season 2. Yeah, season 2. The end of season 2.
I've seen that episode.
Stabs Sam in the back. But anyway, he's gonna be Hawkman. I don't know who the girl is that's playing Cyclone, and then another guy that I don't know is playing Atom Smasher. I should be prepared and have their names in front of me, but I don't. Anyway, they're basically the Justice Society.
Yeah.
JSA. And The Rock is Black Adam, which we've known The Rock was going to be Black Adam for like 5 years or something.
I think longer
Yeah.
than that.
Yeah, and like I'm kind of upset that this is all we have of this movie after that long.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have the Corona in the middle of it. But anyway, so there's like a minute little clip of Black Adam after everybody talks, and it's basically these Tomb Raiders, because they're not archaeologists, because it's like two science-looking people, like archaeologist-looking people, and then like a bunch of soldiers.
Yeah.
They basically wake Black Adam up, and then he kills them all.
Yeah.
And I got very strong Zack Snyder directing the first Mummy movie vibes. I was like, is he fucking Imhotep?
Emotep.
Which is funny because, The Rock was the Scorpion King.
It's true.
So yeah, I mean, we got to watch like a minute of Black Adam, and I mean, what we saw looked good.
Yeah.
It was like, it looked smooth. There wasn't really any acting in it.
First off, I would like to address the articles that are saying Black Adam's an anti-hero.
No. Well, okay.
Isn't he a straight up villain?
For the longest time, he's been a straight up villain.
Yeah.
In the last 10, 15 years, something like that, they've kind of made him a little bit more of an anti-hero, but he's more like Doom.
Yeah, he's more like
Dr. Doom.
He's more like a villain you can relate to.
Yeah, he protects his homeland. And if shit happens to his homeland, he puts an end to it. And if he feels like being like, well, I want to make the whole Earth my homeland, then he's supervillain again.
Which, so I want villain Black Adam.
Yes.
I don't want, at least at first, I want villain Black Adam.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so this is the thing. Like, we don't get enough of these to do everything that they should do, right? Because the first movie that Black Adam is in, he should be the villain, and it shouldn't be his movie. It should be a Shazam movie.
Yep.
And then, he gets defeated, or, he's whatever. After however long he's, his run is of being a villain. And then eventually there's a big bad where they need his help. And, that's where you bring in those characters like they should do with Doom, but they're not going to. They're going to do whatever they do with Doom. They'll probably kill him at the end of it in the Fantastic Four movie in like 6 years.
Dude,
but
if they kill Doom, I'm going to be furious.
Me too.
How many villains have survived in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
No, I know. But like, honestly, how many of those villains were worth letting survive? Like 2 of them.
Well, okay, not any of the Iron Man ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loki, Hela, Malekith would have been great to survive just so that he could have had more screen time and been an actual character instead of just like a random threat, nebulous threat. Basically all of them except for like the really garbage ones. I mean, fuck, Abomination in the worst movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe lived. Okay.
Yeah.
And they didn't even fake his death in the movie and bring him back later. Like he didn't even die in that movie.
Yeah. So like Abomination survived. I think Thanos should have survived and didn't. Because there's so much more that you can do with his character, even though they like fucked him up.
Fucking killed him twice.
Yeah. And then, but like we get what we get with Loki, like, which I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because that was not a villain to kill off at all.
No.
But I mean, yeah. So like,
Endgame had his problems. Okay. In Infinity War, there were problems with those movies. As much as I love them. But yeah, I mean, that's what they should do with Black Adam. Like, they shouldn't just be like, yeah, we got The Rock playing him, he's gonna be an anti-hero. Like, no, he should be a bad guy because he's a fucking bad guy.
Yeah. In the trailer, the teaser, he looks like a bad guy.
Yeah, he looks like a straight up bad guy. I mean, it's pretty obvious to me that the people that are like picking him up or to like reviving him are bad people because, like, who the fuck goes into a tomb? Like, I understand being like, hey, there's probably some Indiana Jones traps here. We should like, be cautious and, protect ourselves from traps. But you don't need like a bunch of, automatic weapons to protect yourself from traps.
Right.
You never know. You might.
I guess. Like, there could be mummies down there. I mean, they do live in the DC universe, so like they know like there's like Superman and shit, but most of
mummies are spooky.
Most of the stuff that they're talking about, that I'm talking about right now, they do about as much as they did to Black Adam in this trailer. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I love that The Rock is playing Black Adam.
I think that's perfect.
So I watched Shazam. Have you guys seen
Still haven't
Shazam?
watched that.
I haven't seen it either.
You need to watch Shazam.
Let's watch it.
So Shazam is my favorite DC movie that has came out in the last
You haven't even watched them all.
several years. I've watched all of them except for Aquaman, which I refuse to watch.
You didn't watch 84, did you?
Oh, I didn't watch 84.
I
But
can't.
since the
Aquaman's one of the best ones.
since the Nolan movie, no, Jason Momoa is Aquaman, and I don't believe you. I don't like Jason Momoa as Aquaman.
Okay.
I don't. I'll say it. No one
mean,
else
whatever.
is saying it. Like,
I
but
think he's fine. He's kind of dreamy.
I mean, I like Jason Momoa.
Is it because he's dreamy?
I don't like him as Aquaman. I don't like that characterization of Aquaman, I guess I should say. So, like, I don't like him in the Justice League movies. Like, I don't know. But anyway, Shazam and, like, Joker is the best. But so
That
aside
doesn't
from the
count.
Joker,
It's
which
not-
I also don't think counts, like, Shazam is my favorite of these movies that have come out since
that's
the
like
Nolan
counting
movies.
the Nolan movies. That it doesn't mix.
Yeah. Shazam and
At least
the
not
new
until Flash
Suicide
comes
Squad I actually really liked, but yeah. So, watching Shazam, I really want to see fucking Chuck and The Rock on screen together. Like, so bad. I'm so excited for this interaction, and like Shazam is getting a sequel. I'm gonna keep calling him Chuck because I can't ever remember his name.
Pretty sure it's Chuck.
Well, he plays Chuck in the
The show Chuck.
show Chuck. Yeah.
I think his name is Chuck.
His name is Chuck.
That's a different show.
What?
Never mind. It was his name is our old joke.
Ah, okay.
But
I'm
he-
lost.
I love him as Shazam. It's one of my favorite recent castings for DC. I think he does a fantastic job, and I love the Shazam character. I always have.
Yeah.
I've always loved Black Adam. And I'm so excited to see the two of them interact. Assuming I get that, because we're talking DC here, so I don't know.
That's very true. As
Yeah.
much as I love DC,
Yeah, I mean,
Uh.
like, as much as I shit on DC, I don't hate DC. Like, a couple of my favorite books and, like, arcs are in DC. It's just, like, they've fucking mucked it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Warner Brothers has fucked up the DC stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I'm real excited for this slate.
Yeah.
Like Black Adam and then The Flash.
Yep. We watched, there's a bit of The Flash as well, which, like, it starts with Ezra Miller with a belt around his neck for some reason.
that was weird.
Like, I get a choker, okay. I mean, that's kind of weird, but whatever. But it literally looked like he had a fucking belt around his neck. Anyway, he's like, yeah, we don't have any footage for a teaser, so here's some footage in teaser form. It's like, what?
But it was a teaser.
It was literally like a trailer. It's like narrated. It's more than one scene cut together. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
It was also narrated by
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
And in the teaser footage,
Yeah.
Ezra Miller's Flash walks into
The Wayne Manor.
Michael Keaton's
Michael
Wayne Manor.
Keaton's Manor.
Yep.
And at the end of the trailer, he pulls a cover off of something,
Yeah, that might be
which better be
the original Batmobile.
well,
Not the original
the
Batmobile.
the 89 Batmobile.
original to us,
Yeah.
the best Batmobile.
Yeah.
I'm
I would agree with
I'm
that.
excited for this.
Well, animated series Batmobile is pretty fucking dope.
Best live action Batmobile.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
There
I
we
don't
go.
know. The 60s Batmobile is pretty dope.
That's all right.
Yeah, I like
It's good for
I
its
like the
time.
89
Yeah.
Batman one.
It's good for its time.
The Tumbler was cool, but it wasn't a Batmobile. It was a military vehicle.
I'm also not super into Poppy Batman.
Oh, you're not
No.
Hmm.
I'm super into Pulpy Batman.
pulpy Batman. I mean, yeah, me too.
You need to fuck, what was that show called? where I'd do 2 girls at one time was Batman.
Alf.
Yeah, I have no clue what he's talking about either.
Yeah, I'm just
Hold on.
saying a show.
Hold on.
I'm pretty
You don't
sure
know what I'm
Alf
talking
does
about?
put on a cow at some point in the show, though.
I think he does.
You don't know the 2 girls at one time thing? What would you do if you had $1 million? I think I'd do 2 girls at one time.
Yeah, it
For
rings
some
a bell.
reason,
but-
you're making me think of Saul Good, which is a movie I haven't thought about
That's
in
from Office
fucking
Space.
years. Oh.
Diedrich Bader. Diedrich Bader was Batman in
The Brave and the Bold.
Brave and the Bold. Thank you.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah.
The Brave and the Bold is basically like 66 Batman,
Yeah.
but in cartoon form, with
I-
Diedrich Bader being
Batman.
Batman.
I watched a lot of Brave and the Bold. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a lot. First season, maybe? What are the 3 seasons, maybe? I don't know.
I don't remember how
I don't
many
either.
seasons there are.
I watched a lot of it. It was okay. Favorite episode was where him and Dr. Fate have to do something.
Yeah,
Like there's like 2 consecutive episodes that go back
I mean,
to
like
back, and it's him and
every
Dr. Fate.
episode is like a team up
Yeah.
beyond like the first 2, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a good show. But anyway, Flash,
Anyway, Flash.
89 Batman, Michael Keaton, multiple Ezra Millers, and a younger Flash. Maybe all berries, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
We'll
talk about
see.
Oops All Berries.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That needs to be like a Flash cereal, right? Like Oops All Berries.
The captain would be real pissed they did that though. He's been fucking that cereal up for like 20 years.
Right. But yeah, so the Flash looks interesting, but like it doesn't even have a date. It's just like in production.
Yeah. So what my hope is, okay, like because they can fix everything with the Flash movie. My hope is that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it basically sound like Flashpoint because it shows him basically going back to save his mom, and the narration from Michael Keaton is like, you can go anywhere in any time in any universe, but why do you keep trying to save this one, or something to that effect?
Yeah.
So that sounds like he's gonna fuck up his universe or get shunted out of it into a new universe. And they're gonna be like, retcon, what's up?
Yeah, which is I'm usually not for, but
I'm
in the
still not
particular
for.
case of the DC universe, I think they should do that.
I think that they have just completely fucked themselves. They're not gonna recover from this. They might put out some good movies still, but they are not going to have a cohesive cinematic universe because they refuse to like hash out what they did for like 10 years. Like they put out what, like 7 movies,
Yeah.
you know, over the course of 5 or 6 years or however long it was. And you know, all the production time, all the money, and they're just throwing it away.
Yeah.
Fair.
My worry with the Flash movie is that Michael Keaton being Batman is just a money grab, and that they're just like trying to get people in to see it. Like it's just like a incentive to watch it instead of a way for them to fix
Yeah.
what they've done.
It's a longer version of the Wolverine cameo in First Class.
Yeah.
Because he literally asks, and he's like,
Yep.
So are you in? And like Batman's like, nah, I gotta protect Gotham, and that's
Yeah.
it. Like that's the end.
Yeah.
Like he says his whole spiel about like you choose to protect or save this universe, and fucking Barry's like, yeah. Are you in? Nah, bruh. Okay, and they go to a different universe, and everybody's like, fuck this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
That might
Which is
happen.
why I will be watching it on HBO Max
Yeah.
because I am taking a stand and I refuse to watch these DC properties in theaters until they fix this shit.
Now you say that.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go watch the Batman in theaters.
Oh yeah, Batman.
Yeah.
Talk about the Batman.
We got one more trailer to talk about.
I was just gonna say I want my favorite DC character. I want to have a movie. That's Detective Chimp.
Mm.
I want a Detective Chimp movie.
You know, you're getting a Hit Monkey
I saw something about that.
Hulu show like next month.
Is it next month?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna watch Hit Monkey.
That should be pretty fun. Similar page, different character. I think a character that they let go, or not let go, but I think a character that they should be incorporating that they're not incorporating is Booster Gold.
Booster Gold. All right.
I feel like this is one of those like kind of B-side characters that if they brought into cinemas, people would be like, what the fuck? Because they don't have that like Star-Lord, that like, you know, charismatic douchey guy,
Right.
that is like over the top and amusing to like set off. Like they use like Jack Snyder.
Good old Jack Snyder.
Huh?
Zack Snyder used like the Flash and Ezra Miller as like a little bit of comic relief in his like extended cut, which is acceptable
Yeah, I
because it's
mean,
the Flash.
Basically, Justice League Unlimited Flash.
Yeah. And like I think the Flash character does well as the comic relief.
Yeah.
But you still don't have. He's still like that boyish, like almost Peter Parker-esque like comic relief type thing.
Right.
Whereas you still don't have that like Star-Lord or Iron Man. Like you still don't have one of those characters like that in these DC comics. Like, and I think if they brought Booster Gold in to be that character, it would be a little change in his character because he's hard to like in the comics at times. But
Especially when he first shows up.
do what?
Especially when he first shows up.
Yeah, but I mean, Tony's hard to like sometimes in the comics.
Oh, yeah,
like,
for
and
sure.
Chris Pratt is not Star-Lord from the comics. Like,
Nope.
that is a totally different character that Chris Pratt plays. But
Really?
he plays Star. Yeah, he's not like
Chris
that
Pratt praise.
because
I love Chris Pratt praise.
That's what needs to go in the kitchen instead of live, laugh, love. Chris Pratt praise. Yeah, that was bad. You don't have to laugh at
No,
that.
I like that. That was good.
Anyway, but yeah, it was a different character. Totally different character. I don't really know who other than Booster Gold you would really have do that. Like in Booster Gold, like I don't know, he doesn't really fit that exactly. He'd be more of a Chris Pratt version of Star-Lord. With a little bit more arrogance.
Yeah.
Because he's not Tony. Like, there isn't really a RDJ version of Tony character that I can think of off the top of my head in DC.
No, there's not. I just like the transformation, like the adaptation of the character from the comics to the screen. I think that would be the character to make that kind of adaptation with.
I would agree.
As far as DC goes. Because, like, I mean, you can make Batman, like, kind of funny, but, like, funny is in the way that, like, you know, he's seriously. He's being serious. But, like, it's entertaining and kind of funny. Which Zach didn't do.
You could turn that around. Here's an idea for you, Warner Brothers. Here's an idea for you, Warner Brothers.
Thank you for listening, by the way.
Yeah. Brainiac.
Oh, shit.
Brainiac is your RDJ character.
I am intrigued.
And
also played by RDJ because I'll watch it.
Yeah, fucking yeah. I mean, he just basically fucking Tony Stark, but like the snarky kind of like I'm so much smarter than you that it's funny kind of Brainiac that's in a lot of the cartoons. And you do a fucking Legion of Doom movie series.
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
on board. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who might not be playing Batman's dad anymore, should play
Thomas Wayne.
should play
Should
Fuck.
still play Thomas Wayne, but like as a villain.
Evil Thomas Wayne.
what is his name? The caveman that's like 2,000 years old.
Oh, fuck.
Solomon Grundy.
Oh, no.
That's a zombie.
Vandal Savage.
Vandal Savage. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is Vandal Savage.
Yes.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Fuck.
He just walks around with his shirt off all the time.
Oh, dude, and you can like, I mean, this is I don't know if this is this? I don't think it's offensive.
Just say it. We'll determine afterwards.
Monsieur Malat and the Brain as like kind of a sort of inclusive thing. It's not really inclusive because they're gay,
Mm-hmm.
but they're also a brain and a monkey. So like, it's not really inclusive.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's weird.
What about
I think it could toe the line, but as long as they're conscious of what they're doing, I think it would
Yeah.
work.
what about an Apache Chief movie?
Okay, remember when I said toe the line? Like 2 seconds ago.
Sorry.
But
just
being
remembered about it.
conscious
Doesn't work.
of what they're doing.
I just remembered
What is the guy? Is that the guy that just like says something and he grows?
He nay Chuck, and
Yeah.
he grows real big.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of was Super Friends, right?
Yeah,
I watched a lot of that as a kid.
He was in. Was that in Justice League Unlimited that he was in that too?
Yes, I think so.
There was like a whole like season or arc where all the like Super Friends characters were in it.
And the
Yeah.
Wonder Twins.
Yeah, like all of them were in that particular arc.
So with the footage from Black Adam and the footage from Flash, they're kind of making me think that because in Shazam there's references to other superheroes, but
You don't see them.
you don't see them and they don't talk about events that have happened.
Yeah,
So they're kind of making me wonder if
they're already resetting.
if they're gonna set Shazam and Black Adam in a different universe than the
Mhm.
Zack Snyder properties.
Yeah, because I mean, basically the idea is the same as the Marvel universe, and like they both have very similar ideas. In fact, they steal from each other all the time. That there's like infinite universes, and they're all similar but slightly different. So like in Shazam, he could have been like, "Yeah, Superman," and that could be a totally different universe. You know,
Yeah.
that could be like the Routh Superman or something. You know,
Yeah.
or
Nicolas
Reeves.
Cage Superman.
or Nick Cage.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Do that.
I do want that in the Flash movie.
Is that the one that Kevin Smith wrote? One version of?
I
don't
think so.
remember. Yeah, I think it was.
I don't know. I'm such a Marvel guy. I don't like pay attention to DC stuff enough. Like I can.
Well, I mean, that's the whole story about the Tim Burton, like Nick Cage Superman movie is like a weird myth, urban legend now. So
Yeah.
Is that like the Sinbad movie starring Shazam?
no, that's Mandela
Shazam.
effect.
Oh yeah, that's different.
I think it would be funny if Nicolas Cage's Superman is Michael Keaton's Superman.
Yes, I mean it should actually probably be Christopher Reeves, but he's
Yeah,
yeah,
it
what's he
probably
doing
should be.
nowadays?
Poor taste.
Whoa!
Sorry.
You taste your cereal with that mouth.
Jesus, Dave.
Just trying to spice it up a bit. Sorry.
Woo!
We love you, Christopher Reeves.
It's fine. You can get away with it. You apologized.
Yeah. So Batman. We were talking about Batman, right? Let's get to the Batman trailer so we can fucking like finish this episode before it's midnight.
Yeah.
So the Batman trailer. There's a new Batman trailer.
I'm Batman.
No, he's Vengeance.
Oh yeah, forgot. Sorry, I'm Vengeance.
And
Hey,
it's
it's still a better line than "Do you bleed? You will."
God damn it.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
I fucking love
When
that
are we
movie.
watching Batman and Robin?
I have it on VHS.
Dude, I told you, like, we need to go through all the DC movies, but I mean, we keep doing like other like good movies. But anyway,
Can we get a DC month going for DQP Does?
dude, we
A
need like
DC
a
month?
DC like 3 months probably.
Yeah, it'd be like 26, 30 episodes.
Let's
Like
do
the
it.
Marvel stuff was.
I mean,
think
we did like we
need
tried
do
to
it at
do
some
a whole
point.
year of fucking Cyberpunk this year, and we failed. So
I remember that.
anyway, okay.
Anyway,
The Batman weird remix or cover of not Nine Inch Nails, Nirvana song. And you got your sort of your two main villains. There's somebody else in the movie that I don't know who it's supposed to be. But you got Penguin, you got Riddler, and then there was like a snapshot of someone else.
yeah, I think it's gonna be Hush.
Okay.
I think I
Okay.
could very well be wrong.
I don't know much about Hush.
Read about it. It's weird.
Yeah, like the weird stuff on the floor also makes me think it's gonna be Hush.
Yeah. Which is real
But
interesting.
the weird stuff on the floor could also be Riddler.
Yeah.
But I feel like if the weird stuff on the floor is Riddler, they're gonna do a really dark take on Riddler.
Which is actually what it seemed like.
Yeah,
Which is fine with me.
yeah.
totally okay
especially
with that.
Fucking
Dark Riddler? Yeah.
Danny Pano or whatever his name is.
I don't know.
We watch movies.
We do?
We might have a contender for best performance while unrecognizable for Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
as the Penguin.
Oh shit, that's Colin Farrell.
Yeah, it's Colin Farrell, dude.
Dude, that was
I had
my
no
same
idea.
reaction.
Yeah.
I was hoping for Dan DeVito.
No, they were like,
So-
yeah. Okay, what we got? We got.
So I want to take a second before we go too further. Let's just talk about the cast.
Okay. God
Okay.
damn it.
I'm getting there. Okay, so Peter Sarsgaard is District Attorney Gil Coulson. Andy Serkis is Alfred Pennyworth.
So weird, but
That's
what I saw was interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, and I love Andy Serkis.
I was just thinking about like the side characters and villains in this movie and like their incredible last few years. Andy Serkis, like his whole career basically.
Yeah,
The last like 25 years of it has been ridiculous, the characters that he's played.
yeah.
But
his,
like
his dreams have come so true.
yeah,
Like just being in the movies and being a part of like
Yeah.
everything he's been a part of.
but like
For
you
those
know,
who don't know, Andy Serkis played Gollum.
yeah, Gollum, fucking
Lord of the Rings.
Smeagol.
He also got to play Caesar in the
yeah.
Yeah.
remake of the Apes movies.
Claw, which I don't think that one's like probably wasn't like on his list, but it's a fantastic character anyway, and the way he played it was great.
Yeah,
You know, getting to play Alfred is like a weird, I feel like should be a weird like badge of honor.
oh yeah, for sure,
And
for sure.
then playing Gordon also. Not Andy Serkis, but
I was like Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright,
Yes,
who is also Uatu in the What If show on on Disney Plus.
yeah,
Um
and I think we'll be playing Watu in.
oh my god,
the
I
movies if
fucking
they
hope
use
so. They need to. Like Uatu should have been there like this whole time. Like I know they had the random like watchers in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but like Uatu should have been around the whole fucking time.
Yeah. So then we have Colin Farrell as Oswald Cobblepot, also known as the Penguin.
Yeah.
Paul Dano as Edward Nashton, the Riddler.
Mm-hmm.
Amber Iceberg Lounge hostess, played by Amber Sienna. Okay, cool. Zoe Kravitz, daughter of Lenny Kravitz, is playing Selena Kyle, Catwoman. And like her in the trailer, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited to have a real Catwoman. Whoever's mad at me for not liking Michelle Pfeiffer, go for it.
Slightly mad, but
I mean,
get
there's
it.
like two other ones in the middle there that you kind of skipped over. I mean, I know one is universally counted as one of the worst movies ever made.
Uh-huh.
But the other one, like, I feel like some people liked it.
Yeah, some people. Not one of those people at all. Not even a little bit.
That was
What's her
her
bitch?
So
I don't know. I can't remember her name.
Was John Turturro in the trailer? Because he's playing Carmine Falcone.
What the fuck?
Whoa! All right.
He was not in the trailer that I
I
remember.
don't think he was either. All right, that's pretty much what IMDb has. And
Holy shit!
I saved the underdog for last because we have Robert Pattinson playing Bruce Wayne Batman.
Yeah. Like, I know what I've said in the past about this movie and about, like, they fucked up getting rid of Batfleck or letting Batfleck go away. But this trailer makes this movie look fucking amazing.
Yeah.
This trailer makes me excited for this Batman movie, and I basically wrote this movie off completely. Not just because of Pattinson, but more because, like, they're fucking up their universe. But if they can continue to put out good Batman movies, which they haven't put out a good Batman movie since the Nolan Batman movies.
Yeah, The Dark Knight.
Despite me loving Ben Affleck as Batman. Those weren't Batman movies.
Correct.
Doesn't count.
I agree.
If they can continue to put out good Batman movies, then they will continue to have a steady income because Batman movies will always make money.
Yeah. I also think that. Day one casting announcing Robert Pattinson will be playing Batman. My reaction was so unholy that I can't even say it on a microphone.
Yeah.
But the further we went, the further I thought. You know, a lot of people had that same thought about Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah.
And Robert Pattinson can act.
Yeah.
Like,
I hadn't seen anything that he was in because, like, the only thing I actually knew he was in was those fucking shitty sparkly vampire movies.
Yeah.
And then I saw trailers for The Lighthouse. And I was like, wait, can this motherfucker act? He's going to be in, like, a 2-dude show with Willem Dafoe? What the fuck is this?
So
then we watched Tenet.
Yeah.
He acted his ass off
He
in Tenet.
acted his ass off in that movie.
I love him in Tenet. And so when I watched The Lighthouse, they had announced him playing Batman for fucking ages ago.
Yeah.
And The Lighthouse came out in the in-between. And The Lighthouse is actually the movie I watched.
Oh, yeah.
Which, like, people were, like, a few people that I know, so Cassie being one of them, had told me I needed to watch a movie called Remember Me and not just base if I liked him whether or not off of the Twilight movies.
Sparkly vampires.
And I still have not seen Remember Me. Apparently Remember Me is a really good movie. I know the ending, so I've struggled to watch it.
Yeah.
But The Lighthouse came out and black and white, Willem Dafoe. Like, there's 3 people in this whole movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. Like, that sounds weird as fuck. That's right up my alley as far as, like, movies go. And so I sat down, I watched it. It was the first movie that I paid $20 to watch.
Yeah, streaming
wise, yeah. But I purchased it. At the time, we weren't doing video on demand, but you could purchase it early, and I purchased it before I could watch it. I was so excited to watch The Lighthouse. And then I watched it, and I was blown the fuck away. And since watching it, I have been super excited for this movie because in The Lighthouse, like, Robert Pattinson is absolutely fucking amazing. Like, and that was the first movie I'd seen him in that I was just like, this guy. Okay, why did he read the scripts for Twilight and decide to do that movie? Oh, because it was a huge fucking thing and it led him to where he is in his
It was
career.
a paycheck and a step foot in the door.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm excited for this now. So.
Yeah. I love Batman.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in.
And I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, Dave. I don't know if anyone has ever set you down and explained this to you too. But Batman also loves you.
Oh, he do?
He do. You just you got to accept him into your heart.
Oh, he's close to my heart.
Yeah.
He's tattooed sort of close to my heart.
All right. So that's going to do it for trailers, right?
Yeah.
We got some. There might be some more trailers, but we'll talk about them next week. We got a couple of random news things. Chris Ayres, the English voice actor of Dragon Ball's Frieza, has passed away at age 56.
Sad.
Yeah, that's really young.
Yeah, I mean, he was not very old at all. There was another death, and now I can't find it. That's awesome. I'm sorry, dude. Oh, there it is. Leslie Bricus, or I'm sorry. I can't say your last name. Bricusse. I'm gonna say Bricus. Oscar-winning composer who wrote the Willy Wonka soundtrack and James Bond themes Goldfinger and You Only Live Twice. So he lived much longer than Chris Ayres did. He died at the age of 90 this week.
Wow.
Well, he lived a long and full life.
Yeah. I mean...
And he composed a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goldfinger, dude.
Yeah.
And then this is kind of a weird one, and I'm not taking any sides in this, but like this is super fucking classy. Dr. Dre was served with divorce documents at a cemetery as he was burying his grandmother by his soon-to-be ex-wife of 24 years.
Jeez.
Like, I don't know what happened in their marriage. Not taking sides in that, but it's super shitty to serve someone when they're at a funeral.
Yeah.
Especially for their like grandmother.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm also
that's shitty.
surprised that Dr. Dre's grandmother's was still alive until recently. Because he's got to be like in his 50s, right?
50s, 60s.
I'd say early 50s.
Early 50s?
Maybe.
I think so.
I mean,
I
I
don't
guess
know.
I could look it up.
But I think that was all I had for random news. I mean, there's actually a lot this week.
He was born in 65, so mid 50s. I don't know.
Okay, 57.
Wow. He's a lot older than I thought he would be.
Yeah.
I guess I forgot about Dre.
His wife didn't.
His wife didn't. No. She's trying to.
She's trying to.
I mean, yeah. What?
Hey.
That's fucked up. Let's pick it up.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. We're starting a ska band. Breaking news. We're gonna need a lot more members.
Yeah.
What about the Huey Lewis and the
Yeah, that.
Wow.
Huey Lewis and the News cover band? Damn it.
Russell, the mumbling guy.
Oh, the mumbler.
Oh, I do.
Russell the mumbler.
At least that one's true.
Yeah.
I think it's time for my mini spooky review.
Yeah.
It is.
Huh?
Mini
Huh?
spooky review.
You guys ready? I watched Ghosts. I watched a good one this week.
Yeah.
It's from 1988, and it's called Black Roses. You can find it on Shudder. I highly recommend you watch it.
Okay.
It is about a rock and roll band, specifically a hair metal band called Black
God.
Roses, that have never left the studio. They've never played outside the studio,
Okay.
and they're deciding to do a 4-day show at this little small Christian town, and all the parents are like, rock and roll's bad, it's the devil,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. And then all the kids go to it because the parents are all like, yeah, devil. And they're like, yeah, fuck you, dad.
Yeah.
And it turns out this hair metal band is in fact demons.
Yeah, they are the devil.
Oh, well, I'm interested.
Yeah, and they corrupt all the youth. It's super cheesy and it's amazing. There's a dude that dies by a vinyl record. The first show they do, all the kids show up and they're like, pink sweaters and like all that stuff, and they go and watch the band and they walk out and they're all wearing leather and like blue jeans. At
Perfect.
one point, one of the guys gets so angsty and stuff, he gets like possessed by the devil and he goes home and shoots his dad.
Oh.
It very much feels like if Tipper Gore wrote a horror movie.
Wow.
I killed Russell.
That was a direct hit. Only to Russell, though. He didn't hear you say that earlier, did he?
I don't think he did.
We were talking about the show. We were like organizing how we were going to talk about the show, and like he said that joke like 2 hours ago. I swear Russell heard it, but he must have not been paying attention.
I probably wasn't paying attention, or I didn't catch the joke because I didn't have the synopsis of the movie. So with having the synopsis of the movie, I'm gonna grade your joke, Dave.
Oh, please grade my joke.
All right, I'm going off the cusp here. Cusp.
Wow.
The cusp of the cuff.
He's still lightheaded for
Both.
laughing.
Dude, I'm so lightheaded. I'm gonna give it a AAA rating.
Ooh.
Yeah, and not like a fake AAA like the banks did in 2008 with the mortgage crisis. Like a real AAA rating.
Whoa. Awesome.
Hey man, maybe you can get a better spoopy interest rate
That's
when
true.
you borrow from the bank
I might
to
need to
rate
borrow.
this movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you spoopies. That's a good idea.
Oh, you're going to give me some
Yeah,
spoopies?
Dave, your spoopy account is over 9,000.
Whoa, that's so many
In honor of Chris Ayers, it's over 9,000.
Yes.
He's not
Yes.
the one that says that though.
But
Who
I'm
is it that
stoked
says that?
for all my spoopies.
The fucking
I don't know. I didn't watch fucking Dragon Ball.
one of the I can't remember anything from Dragon Ball Z. Oh my god.
It was one of the bald guys, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like one of Frieza's. It's like Frieza's team that do all the fucking goofy model poses.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember that dude's name, but I know who you're talking about.
Can't remember his name either.
Anyway,
It's over 9,000.
if you can remember
Anyway,
who says that in Dragon Ball, email us. draftyq@gmail.com.
we're really pining for emails, guys.
Yeah, like we want to talk to you.
Yeah. Talk to us, please.
Yeah.
Please.
say it. Anyway, Black Roses. Finish talking about your movie.
Yes. So it's pretty much exactly that. It's ridiculous. Like, it's not like super gory or anything like
Aw.
that. It's not a very long movie either.
See, I
But-
feel like that premise and like the way you've explained it would perfectly fit like a Trauma style.
Yeah, it's presented by Trauma.
Oh,
Okay.
but it's not gory.
No, I mean, there's some scenes, but it's definitely not as gory as what you think a Trauma movie
Okay.
would be.
Huh.
It's not a Trauma movie, but it's presented by
Trauma.
Because I like turned it on, I'm like, oh, this looks dope, and I was like doing something else, and I heard the Trauma and went, oh, Trauma? And got excited. They have a very specific song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the THX thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I started thinking about the joke again.
What the fuck?
I think I've won, guys. I think I can stop podcasting
you
now.
just fucking did it, man. You killed him.
Yeah, you gonna pull a George and leave now on the high note?
Well, later. But-
Seinfeld is now streaming on Netflix. Not a sponsor.
Yes. But yes, Black Roses, it's a ridiculous movie. The music in it is incredibly cheesy.
Yeah.
I want to say the couple dudes that are the demons in the demon hair metal band or in some like 80s hair metal band that you never heard of.
Striper.
Probably Striper.
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap.
It would be funny if they were in Striper, though.
Yeah, because that's the Jesus band.
Yeah.
They throw Bibles at people.
What?
Yeah, they used to throw Bibles in the crowd.
Okay.
So I remember, this is a weird aside, Scott Ian from Anthrax,
Yeah.
they toured with them once,
Uh-huh.
and Striper threw Bibles into like an Anthrax crowd,
Oh, no.
and they started fucking winging them back at him.
Yeah. Who the fuck else is in that group? There's Howard Jones, and I want to say somebody that's like not a music person. If you guys don't know who Howard Jones is, he was the former singer of Killswitch Engage. He's now the singer of Light the Torch. Him and like 3 other guys, I think, are in like a Striper fan group.
Really?
Yeah. They like
Whoa.
pass around memorabilia and like and albums and talk about Striper and shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Members listed here are the current lineup is Michael Sweet, Oz Fox, Perry Richardson, and Robert Sweet.
Sweet Brothers.
Past members are Tim Gaines, Eric Johnson. What?
What? Why are we talking about the members of Striper?
Isn't that what you were
No,
talking
a
about?
fan group.
Oh.
They're like huge fanboys of Striper.
Oh. My bad. I missed that part. I looked up the lineup. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Jeez, pay attention.
Anyways, I am going to finish this mini spooky review. That's no longer mini.
All right. Yep.
Yes, Black Roses. Black Roses. It is ridiculous. It's pretty much like Tipper Gore wrote a horror movie.
Yeah.
Watch it
What? You say it again?
because I wanted you to do that. I am giving it. I have a full Spoopy account now.
Overfull.
Over full 1,000. I'm gonna give it 452 spoopies.
Being
Okay.
conservative with the spoopies.
Yeah, trying to.
I'm happy for you.
Thanks, buddy. I'm
Thanks.
learning.
I mean, that was like 5%. Well, maybe. Depends on how much over 9,000 he is.
Jesus. All right, that's my mini spoopy review.
Okay, piggybacking on your mini spoopy review, we both actually did watch Halloween Kills.
That we did.
Russell didn't. Right? You didn't watch
Correct.
it?
I've not watched it yet.
So not to spoil it for him, Michael Myers kills a bunch of people.
He kills a lot of people in that movie.
So like in the this is a direct sequel to the last Halloween movie that came out in 2018, which was a direct sequel to the first Halloween movie that came out in 78.
8.
Yep.
78.
78.
Because I was wrong last time. I said 79.
Yeah. And I was right.
You were right.
Mark it.
2 more spoopies.
Didn't he get credit for it last time?
I don't remember.
No, he
I'm
didn't.
a bad bank.
They're all bad.
Amen, brother.
But like the first movie, he kills like 5 people, and then
And a dog.
and a dog, and then the 2018 movie, he kills like 15 people, and then in the 2021 movie, he kills like 15 people in the first half hour.
In the first 10 minutes, he kills 11 people.
Yeah.
I counted.
Oh, the firefighters, there was 11 of them?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Gonna have to watch this. I like when Mike Myers kills people.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Not like in a
you'll
weird
like
way.
this one.
Like,
He's got to kill at least 30 or 40 people in this movie.
Yeah.
Cool. It's intense. But it's the thing I didn't like about it is 100% a middle movie of a trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's certain things you have to do in a movie to make the movie not a just a sequel or not just a connector, right? Like there's the gold standard of second movies is Empire.
Yes.
Like you got Empire, and then of second movies of a definite trilogy, right? And then you have the gold standard of sequels in T2, right?
Yeah, very much so.
And like, I don't understand why more movies aren't just those movies. Just like take your story and copy paste it over the top of those movies, right?
Why can't every movie be Terminator 2?
Yeah. Terminator 2 and Empire Strike Back. That's the only movie 2 of any series that there should be. Like, I know I'm not 100% correct on that because there's other movies that are really good that are second and third movies, but like, which I guess this is a third movie, not a second movie, but it's really more of a second movie.
It's technically like the 12th.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in the canon that it's in, it's technically the third.
Yeah.
But I mean, also Empire is technically the fifth. But what?
I think at this point it would be acceptable to refer to Halloween 1978 as like kind of like a prequel or origin, and then referring to Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends as
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3.
I saw a breakdown about that. It was basically those movies are the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween 2 is not even in the canon apparently anymore.
Yeah,
3 is standalone.
Right.
4, 5, 6 are trilogies.
Yeah.
And then you got Resurrection H2O.
Yeah.
Resurrection and H2O follow after Halloween 2.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So one thing I did want to point out that I thought was cool, like a little Easter egg thing, was the masks from Halloween 3.
Yep.
Are in it, not as the masks that like possess people. They're just masks. But there's these little kids that are in several scenes, and they eventually like lose their masks. And then Michael uses the masks.
Yep.
And they're the masks from Halloween 3 that like the witch, the pumpkin, or is it a pumpkin?
It's a pumpkin, witch, and a skeleton.
And a skeleton. Yeah. That were possessing the kids in Halloween 3.
So now, because he's used them in Halloween Ends...
Well, he doesn't wear them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just like puts them on the other people.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I just have to watch it. I don't...
One of the things that he does in the 78 that I feel like is a really cool thing that other movies haven't done, but another thing that I could talk about, but we're not going to go into super in depth, Slasher. I watched Slasher again on Netflix. If you're in a spoopy mood and you want to watch like 24 episodes of a 45-minute TV show, it's basically like 3 very long movies, horror movies. They're all slasher movies. But something that Michael does in the first Halloween movie, and then he starts doing in these movies, I don't know if he did it in the other movies, was displaying. Like after he's killed people, he displays them.
Yeah.
He moves them around and displays them. And that's something they do in Slasher a lot too, which is really cool. I mean, it's gross. If you're not into gore, you don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
It would be horrible in real life. But in a Slasher movie, it's super cool because like you see the terrible thing and you see like how they're trying to use it to fuck with other people too.
Right.
So you get like twice the horror out of each kill.
Yeah. Jason does that a little bit in the earlier Friday movies.
Okay. And that's just something that I think is like missing from modern horror is like the stuff, because like it, you know, at some point in the early 2000s, it became gore porn, right? It was just like, we're just going to fucking make it gross.
Yeah.
I agree or that became popular.
Because a lot of modern horror is like them stumbling upon the crime scene.
Yeah.
Not intentionally.
Right.
The killer has set it away.
Right. So like that's a thing that they're getting away from, that like they should come back, and has like came back a little bit in this.
Yeah.
That I thought was cool. Was like this one didn't so much have any of the tension building. It was just like a mile a minute, just fucking people dying.
There was a lot.
But
They try to build some tension.
they try to build
in there.
some like in the middle, which was weird.
Yeah.
But
I thought some of the side characters they had some cool depth to them.
yeah, I thought
Without
that was
spoiling.
neat. I thought that was neat bringing in new characters. Well, they weren't new. They were from the other movies or from the first movie. But
That was cool too. Like I'm talking
Yeah.
like the weird side characters, like the nurse and them. Like I just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like their
yeah,
what they had.
You guys are making me want to watch this.
it's good.
I should have watched it this morning.
It's not amazing, but it's good. I don't think it's as good as the first one.
Okay.
As the 2018 one, but it's still like better than a lot of modern horror movies.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 400. 400.
400 spoopies.
Yeah.
All the spoops.
But yeah.
Yeah, I dug it.
Yeah, it was good.
I actually have most of the Halloween movies that are available on VHS coming in the mail. They'll be here
Aw,
Saturday.
shit.
Nice. So I this morning should have watched Halloween Kills, but instead I started watching the second season of a show on Netflix called Another Life, which I had previously recommended watching the first season. I'm 2.5 episodes into the second season. I'm 2.5 episodes in because I shut it off. Because second season so far is real bad. So I apologize for having previously said that you should watch the show. Instead of, which I think what I said last time was like, this show's getting a second season, so like maybe watch it. But what you should watch instead of watching Another Life is Night Flyers, which is an adaptation of a George R.R. Martin book, which is an amazing first season. And it only has the one season. I do believe it is still available on Netflix. Watch that instead of Another Life, because it's basically the same fucking thing, except for Another Life feels like a CW show. So, but Night Flyers felt like a large, like, entertaining production.
What it remind like just like the trailers and stuff, and the little bit I saw when you were watching it reminded me of Sunshine.
Night Flyers?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the movie where they're going to the sun to restart it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
with Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunshine's good, and Night Flyers has like a darker tone, and it has like it's more ridiculous, but it's more believable. Like the way the science in the science fiction works, and the way it is, like it has a more.
I just meant like the
feel to
tone
it.
and like the look and like the style of sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another Life, like I said, feels like a CW show. Production quality isn't that great. The first season had interesting character dynamics. In the second season, so far, just in 2 episodes, they've killed off 3 of the main cast members from the first season. And a whole episode and a half has taken place in a weird simulation of 2 of the cast members' previous lives on Earth, and it's just so damn stupid. Like, I'm gonna try to finish it, and then I'll give season 2 an overall review. But I did finish Midnight Mass, which last time I talked about it, I hadn't finished it yet. So I wasn't sure how much I was going to like it. I have finished it. I fucking loved it.
Nice.
It left me in like a weird fucking catatonic mood afterwards, where like I was just deep in my thoughts.
Okay.
Dude, I don't know. Like, it's been one of the most popular watches on Netflix. So like, I imagine quite a few people have watched it at this point. But to people who haven't watched it, like, I highly recommend it.
Okay.
I think that you would like it.
Yeah.
Shane, Dave, probably. I think so.
Really? Okay.
It's pretty serious. It's a little dry and it's kind of slow,
I can handle that kind of stuff.
but
I like
it's
that
still
kind of
good.
Stuff. Okay.
And it does a thing that I love that I don't want to spoil. halfway through the show. So if you guys do get a chance to watch it, we'll talk about it sometime.
I'm waiting for like I want a live action show that isn't an adaptation of an anime to have the anime turn. Like the last 2 episodes. Right? Kind of like In the Mouth of Madness, but like not teasing it the whole time.
Yeah.
Just like you go from, yeah, I'm just a guy looking for a dude for some insurance shit, to why am I inside this dude's mind being chased by eldritch monsters and the world ended? Fuck.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
That would be cool. This isn't
It's
quite
awesome.
this.
No, I'm just saying, like, the way you said it made me
Yeah.
feel like halfway through the fucking season, all of a sudden you're in hell.
Yeah. No, it's not quite like that.
Which is bad.
There is a large dynamic change 3/4 of the way through the season.
Okay.
And it's something that I love. Like I said, I don't want to spoil
Yeah,
it.
and it's a surprise, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I just like what it made me think of
Yeah.
was that.
But yeah, and so there's a monologue in the last episode that is one of the best written. The delivery could have been better, but the delivery is still really good.
Mm-hmm.
But the monologue in the last episode is one of the best monologues. Like, I would put it on probably top 10 of my favorite monologues.
Ooh.
Damn.
It's real good. It also hits me real close to home. And if you watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Well, I did just finish Slasher, so
I
So,
finished Squid Games.
mm,
Just wanted to say that. Loved it.
good.
good. Because I fucking what?
I still haven't
Yeah.
watched the first 2 episodes.
I seen there was a meme or some dude on Reddit had taken a picture of a guy in front of him on an airplane,
Mhm.
and the guy had red hair, and that was all you could see. And he was like, "This guy will do anything not to be a dad."
Holy shit.
And I seen the same picture again in a meme form and was like, "Oh, well, I guess there's not going to be a season 2." All right. Last thing.
Okay.
All right. So I was sitting on the couch. I'm going to tell this in story form. I apologize. I was sitting on the couch, and Cassie said to me, she said, "Hey, Harry Styles is going to be in Eternals." And I said, "What the fuck? Why? Well, like as himself on a stage or something?" And she said, "No, he's going to play some guy named Eros." And I was like, "Oh, hold up. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hold up.
Star Fox? What? I have to tell Shane."
Do a barrel roll.
So then I told
Like
Shane.
that Star Fox? That's the only Star Fox I know.
And he told me the same way.
So I told Shane, I said, "Hey, Shane, Harry Styles is going to be in Eternals." And he said,
Why?
"Why?" Yeah, just like that. And I said, "He's going to play Star Fox." And then he said,
Oh shit. Oh, okay.
and it fucking killed me because, like, I was I was so dumbfounded at the phrase Harry Styles is going to be in Eternals.
Yeah.
But then to think about him playing this character, Star Fox, which if you don't know, Star Fox is Thanos' brother.
He's not a space pilot fox.
No.
No,
Okay.
Not
Weird.
Star Fox 64.
yeah, we're not
Oh.
we're not discussing Nintendo Star Fox.
I was hoping for that, but I'll go ahead.
Rare.
Discussing Marvel Star Fox,
Ah, sorry.
which is why I think they initially rolled out the reports as his name being Eros, which is his name, but he becomes Star Fox.
I just don't know how they're doing this.
I don't know, dude, but that hair,
Yeah.
like,
He has a very problematic character just he's problematic. It's basically like just his
say
power. His power is rape. Like, whoa.
I mean,
Whoa. He's like a walking roofie. Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
Whoa. No, I'm serious.
But I mean, so is Dracula, and they've gotten away with that for years.
Dracula's different. That's not all he does.
Well, no.
And I know that Star Fox can do other shit. Like, he's still an Eternal. Like, he's like durable and strong and everything else. But like in the comics, 80% of the time, he's like a snarky douchebag that fucks people.
Yeah.
That maybe don't want to fuck him.
Yeah.
But he's super hot and has like weird pheromone shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's a problematic character. Like,
yeah. This begs the question. Like, so,
like, what are they gonna do with him? Is my question.
Shane said basically his power is rape, but like rape defined as unwilling, but
right.
The thing that so you know, a social issue that I've thought a lot about, especially in the last 3-4 years, is like dudes who will trick women into sleeping with them under false pretenses. That's still wrong, but not necessarily rape. Not as if I'm defending it. This is not what I mean.
But is it a felony? Is basically what you're asking.
Yeah, like, is it
as bad as forcing yourself on someone or drugging someone?
Yeah. So I
don't know that that's a question that they need to address in the Eternals or any other Marvel movie. I feel like they should just stay away from it. Like, they should just be like, yeah, he's like, you know, he's hot, and like, you know, girls like him or dudes like him or whatever. Aliens like him. But like, not like that's his power. Just stay away from that.
So there's a character in Doctor Who, played by John Barrowman. His name currently escapes me. What the fuck? I love this show. What the fuck? I cannot think of his name. So this character that John Barrowman plays is from the future, obviously, because it's Doctor Who. And he always says he has I think 51st century or 31st century. I think it's 31st. He always says he has 31st century pheromones.
Oh.
Because like everyone is attracted to him.
Yeah. All
the time, constantly. Like everyone. Male, female, straight, whatever, doesn't matter. Everyone is attracted to him. So when they'll like get close to him and stuff and like say something kind of flirty, and he'll be like, "Oh, it's just the pheromones. I have those 30."
Yeah, I mean, I guess they could like play it off, but I don't know. It's just like a weird thing.
Captain Jack Harkness.
Oh, Harkness. Okay,
I've heard of that name.
Yeah.
It's just a weird thing. And like, I didn't think when I read that they were doing the movie, I looked at the cast list and I was like, oh, he's not in it. That makes sense. Now he's in it.
Yeah.
And now I'm questioning. Like I said earlier, I foresee cracks. If they fucking just like, instead of just being like, yeah, we're going to slowly fuck up and like break down and you'll end up having a reboot of everything in 20 years or 15 years or whatever.
Yeah.
If instead they just like, yeah, we got through the fucking Infinity Saga. Crash and burn now, baby. We're going to have a superhero that rapes people. Like, bro, you need to chill the fuck out and not do that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yikes.
We'll see.
Yeah, yikes.
Well, he's also like a bad guy at first, though.
Yes.
So like, I think he'll be.
He is.
I think he'll be the Stinger with the late casting, the late announcement. Eternal's about to come out. Like, I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the Stinger.
I don't know. I just feel like they should avoid that, even if he is a fucking villain.
Yeah, I mean, they need to write around it.
Yeah, maybe he's just persuasive.
Yeah,
I don't know. Anyway,
like
I think it's a great casting, but a definite possible, trip up.
Yeah, problem.
In the character itself.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with you. I'm just hoping they figure out a way around it.
Oh yeah, I mean, like they better fucking find a way around it. If they put that out as the way it was written 15, 20, 30 years ago, I don't know what they're thinking.
There could be a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. My assumption is that it will just be either like a pheromonal thing
As a joke.
and it's kind of a joke,
Yeah.
or he'll like it will be more like a mesmerizing thing,
Yeah.
and then
It won't be
people-
used specifically for that. It'll
Yeah,
just
it
be
won't
used
be
to
used for that.
getting people to do stuff
yeah,
that is not sex.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I don't know. But anyway.
I think that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
We covered quite a bit today.
Yeah, this is a long
Yeah.
hostful.
Yeah.
If we don't have anything else, then we can wrap it up.
Star Fox better wrap it up.
Whoa. Hey, do a barrel roll. This has been the DQB Does Hostful. I've been ya boy.
Yeah, boy!
Also Shane and Russell are here.
I don't know what that noise was.
I don't either. I don't know how to end a show. Bye. Bye.
Cookie Monster?
C is for cookie.
C is for cookie!
It's kind of like Louis Armstrong, Cookie Monster.
God, this show is just gonna go on.
C is for cookie!
You can turn it off 30 seconds ago.
Drafty Quarters Podcast Network.